Hello and welcome back to Brainrain. I hope you're all doing fine. We haven't seen each other in a long time. This podcast is all about self-growth, real stories, and diving into meaningful conversations around topics like mental health, mindset, motivation, and personal development. Some episodes will be lighthearted and some will be deep, but all of them will be honest. What makes this podcast a little special, it's going to be bilingual. So next week's episode is going to be in German for my little German fellows. I hope you missed me too. And so on and so on. Because the topics that I talk about matter no matter where you're from or what language you speak. In this space, I want to share parts of my own journey, personal stories, life lessons, and so on, as well as educational insights that you could be using well. So whether you are here to learn, to grow, or just feel a little less alone, welcome and let's grow together, one step at a time. And if that sounds like something that you're into, make sure to follow this podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you want to connect or share your thoughts, you find me over on Instagram at miroyux or on TikTok at miroyux or yaggi effect. Without further ado, I'd say let's begin. I want you to get a cup of coffee or get a cup of tea, whatever person you are. I'm a coffee person, and I want us to talk about expectations internally and from the outside world, because I feel like something has been going on with me the last couple of weeks that I really didn't feel like posting, editing, filming, whatever. And it has so much to do with outside expectations and internal expectations, obviously. So mainly what I want you to realize is that you are the only one who controls your thoughts. And I might have said it before, but there is no one on this earth that is inside of your mind except for you. You are the only one controlling this little piece of flesh, if you call it that way. Can we just quickly talk about that? The brain named himself or themselves. The brain named itself brain. Anyway, big brain moment. No, I said brain too many times. See, this is exactly where I'm going with this. Usually, I would take the video, cut it, and be like, no one's gonna watch this, no one's gonna like this, everyone's gonna think I'm weird, and then I'm gonna self-judge myself. And this is what we're not doing today. I wanna step out of that comfort zone. I want to step out of my own thoughts and my own view of myself, because honestly, no matter what you do, and I am telling this right now, very slowly, no matter what you do, people are always gonna judge. There are always gonna be people that judge you, people that don't like you, people that are gonna talk shit about you, some people that are gonna weigh you down, whatever, because some people can be really ugly, and it's fine, because if they don't have anything better to do with their time than to judge you, you should feel sorry for them. My point is, I really have struggled with the expectations of outside world, because I feel like whatever one does, you get judged, as I said. So the easiest thing is to just do what you want to do, right? But this pressure is so big to just do what you want to do, because you know people are going to judge. And it is this fine line between not caring and pretending you don't care. Because sometimes I catch myself pretending that I don't care what people say about me, but I do care. And sometimes I really don't care what people say about me. So it is a fine line between both of those worlds. What I really want you to know is that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, people are going to judge, right? We've established that. So how can you deal with it? The first rule, or the first thing that everyone always says, is fake it till you make it, right? How long do you want to fake it? How long do you want to fake it? It is so exhausting to fake something, especially because it doesn't align with your personality anymore if you keep faking it, right? So we need to take baby steps. We need to take steps to actually get to that version of yourself who you want to be. And for that, you need to know who you want to be, right? And we get into a dilemma of this whole entire big mountain of questions, like, who do I want to be? Where do I want to work? What do I want to do with my life? And it's just so overwhelming that you just stick with the fake it till you make it, right? I've been there, done that. No, not anymore. Not anymore. I want to move forward. I want to grow. I want to take steps. I want to go further, because I don't want to fake it. I don't want to fake being really confident when I'm not confident sometimes, because it is allowed to not feel confident. It is allowed that you feel sad. It is allowed that you feel annoyed, and all of these kinds of different emotions. I'm not going to state anything. I'm not going to state each and every emotion, okay? But honestly, I feel like this world especially throughout social media, which I'm trying to change right here, is so focused on being perfect that we don't even know what perfect looks like. What does perfect look like to you? Because if I think of a perfect person, I think of someone who never leashes out, who has a tidy room all of the time, who is personally like clean, like hair done, maybe makeup done, and always like perfect outfits, matching, all of that, has their little iced coffee in the morning, goes about their day, no money issues. Like, that is a perfect person for me. Someone might out there live that way, but that person is certainly not perfect, because what they don't show on social media happens behind the curtains. And if the person doesn't even share anything on social media, I wouldn't even know they existed. So why am I comparing myself to a version of someone who might not even exist? Because that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And if you ever sat there and compared yourself to me and think that I have life figured out, you have not listened to my introduction of the podcast, because I have not figured out anything. There are a couple of things that I know which direction I want to go, but I feel like we've been pressured from a very young age to know what we want to do and do that and do this so you can be successful and whatever, when all of us are here on this earth for the first time ever, and we all don't know what the heck we're doing, and we all have no idea what we're talking about, and we're just mingling and trying and see how it goes. We're just trying things out and see how they go. So why do we not try to be ourselves more and see how that goes? Because you are either hit with a reality of people that really support you and really like you the way you are, or you're hit with the reality that there are a lot less people that are like you than you thought. But is that a bad thing? I mean, if you are unique, so much the merrier. Like, that's such a cool thing. Like, I wish I would be more unique. I feel like my voice doesn't matter because there are 10,000 other voices that might have the same words and the same effects as me. But at the end of the day, no one's gonna look like me. No one's gonna think the way I do, because every thought that I have is sort of unique. Every feeling that I feel, no other person, or at least that I could know of, no other person is going to feel the exact same way, because we will never know. We will never know what another person feels like, another person's daily life may look like, or whatever. So can we please stop comparing ourselves and meet less of the expectations from everyone around us, and just focus on ourselves more? And really just do what we like to do, and just hit post on a video that is not perfect, on an audio that is not perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. Can we do that? That would be great. Yeah, welcome to my podcast. Before I let you leave this episode, I really want you to think about what a perfect person would look like to you, and if there is anything that you can do to come one step closer to a similar version of that person. Because as I said, no one's perfect, no routine is perfect, no one is perfect, nothing is perfect. Everything is messy, and it's allowed to be messy, and we're all messy. And I'm gonna leave you with a messy ending of an episode. Goodbye and see you soon.